Oh, hey, come on. What was it, the hand joke?
I shall reign triumphant.
Buenos dias, children.
So.
Hell, you're all gonna be doing that.
Welcome back to Villain Review episode 59. Today we are looking at the one-handed cyborg terrorist known as Killian from the 2019 film Will Smith and Tom Holland. As always, shout out to Bane of Seagulls for suggesting Killian. And if you have any awesome or maybe terrible villains you'd like me to review, leave them in the comments. How good is Killian as a villain? Let's break him down and find out.
He remembers. I mean, I certainly never forgot that day. You were magnificent. You were.
So before he lost a hand on his life, Killian was a criminal mastermind who was a member of a terrorist organization with many loyal members underneath him. However, one day when Will Smith came in to shut that organization down, he actually killed a lot of Killian's men. In the same battle with the Fresh Prince, Killian would also lose his left hand and an eye in the battle he would never forget. Because of this incident, Killian would make it his personal mission to take down Will Smith and absolutely ruin his reputation. So as far as motivation goes, I actually think there's something here to talk about. We don't really need a reason for Killian being a terrorist because that's a story for another day. It's not really that important. What is important is why he wants to destroy Will Smith, and the reason we get it's actually pretty good. The whole thing about wanting to get revenge for his crew makes sense, and it shows us a little more who Killian is. We see that Killian actually did care for his crew, and while they're all really bad people, Killian did indeed feel some type of way about them. It's a solid motive for sure, and actually, fun fact, in a deleted scene, we actually learned that Killian was forced to watch the movie After Earth like 6 times, and now he just really hates Will Smith.
Do you feel that, Trace? Oh, can you feel it? Rolling around you like a fog.
So when I first saw the trailer for this movie, I thought, hey, maybe Will Smith and Tom Holland will play somebody besides just, themselves. I was wrong. And then I thought, I bet you this villain is going to be super boring and hashtag basic and just every cliche ever. And I was wrong. In Killian, we get a villain who is actually really cool. And when I say cool, I mean, the dude just has swag. I honestly think a lot of this is due to his actor, Ben Mendelsohn, who has a lot of experience playing villains. What Ben does with this performance is hit a nice balance of being more quiet and subtle while still being really engaging. He's not over the top, but he still has presence on screen. Killian is smart, and the dude can fight, so much so that he can actually rival our 2 heroes in the film. It's really cool to see all the cool and creative things Killian does with his robotic hand, and throughout the movie, we see that this dude is evil. He does some messed up things. This isn't no kid villain who he's just knocking people out. This guy straight murders. As much bad as he does, with his motive in mind and a few scenes at the end, there is a personality with some emotions deep down, something that might not always be found in a kid's movie villain. So overall, we get some really cool scenes for Killian. My thoughts on this movie as a whole are kind of mixed, but thanks to a good performance, I enjoy seeing Killian on screen. That being said, my favorite Killian scene is the one where he reveals his big plan with all the drones to Big Willie.
People die as your agency's weapons rained down on us.
This scene is such a good scene because Killian just has so much personality and the performance is great. And it shows us he's not just messing around. The subtle hints of humor in his voice are really cool to pick up on, and I like how Ben Mendelsohn incorporates this into the whole scene. When you have Tom Holland and Will Smith, who are 2 pretty likable and charismatic guys, it's cool to have a villain overshadow both of them as far as performance goes.
You took everything from me.
So is Killian an all-time classic villain? No, not really. But that being said, he's a really cool villain who I could see slipping into the cracks of cool villain obscurity like, I don't know, Thrax or Ares. I'm actually really torn between a 7 and an 8 for Killian. So when I compared him to all the other villains who have given an 8, like Nox and the Governor, I think Killian doesn't really compare as far as motive goes. It's a good motive for sure, but it's not anything super interesting compared to a character like Nox. So that being said, I'm gonna give Killian 7, we'll call it 7.5. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to comment below who I should review next. If you would like to make my day, then please, man, consider hitting that subscribe button. Please, man, I'm getting desperate over here. We're almost at 250 subscribers. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Come out. Have some good fun. You're the hero, right? The Spies.